What you choose as the first product to sell with FBA is critical. It can be hit or miss, and this element of uncertainty makes the process of finding your first product pretty challenging. This is why many companies provide paid services to help you discover such products. However, in my experience, the most successful products that I sold were not found using Jungle Scout or Helium-10, and that's exactly what made them successful products in the market. The idea of selling on FBA has attracted millions of hopeful entrepreneurs, all seeking that one product that will bring them quick riches with minimal effort. It's like a modern day gold rush, where individuals are willing to sell their belongings in pursuit of wealth. But just like in a normal gold rush, those who profit the most are the ones supplying the essential tools. Many people approach me seeking advice when they're on the hunt for a new product. They invest hours searching on Amazon or Alibaba, only to become increasingly desperate and demotivated. I've stumbled upon great products in my daily life because as an entrepreneur, I view every product from the standpoint of a producer. Whenever I encounter a product, I try to envision how it was manufactured, where it was produced, what the manufacturing costs might be, and whether the branding is actually appealing. And sometimes I notice something's off. Maybe it's not well positioned in the market, the branding is not very convincing, or the overall execution is just poor. In other words, sometimes I believe I can improve it. I'm not suggesting that this is the only way how to find new products, but it has generated an abundance of product ideas for me. So many I can't pursue them all myself, but I genuinely believe that developing this mindset is beneficial for everyone. And to begin, you must learn and comprehend what effective branding actually implies. Once you've mastered this, sooner or later you'll come across a product that you believe you can enhance personally. Because surprisingly, even large companies even struggle with executing strong branding. But if you can't wait for serendipity to lead you to a product, you can proactively begin your product search on Amazon. I mention this because this is how I found my first product of my most successful brand. Once upon a time, I decided to search for the most unexciting product I could find by delving deep into the product categories of Amazon. And if I were to reveal what I sell today, most people will still find it hard to believe that I actually make a living out of selling this particular product. In fact, when I tell people, many people didn't even know that such a product actually existed. And that's precisely the kind of product you want to aim at. Amazon has become home to countless sellers, and as a result, almost every category is quite saturated. Today, the primary reason I turn to Amazon is for product research. If you already have a product in mind, Amazon can be an invaluable tool. You can examine what your competitors are offering, and by reading reviews of existing products, you can gather insights about potential features that could make your product stand out compared to what's being offered now. If you're fortunate, your competition might also have a poorly optimized listing, lackluster images, minimal copywriting. These are all areas where you can excel and present your product in a more appealing light. There's some things to keep in mind when you search for a product. First of all, I always advocate of steering clear of generic products that are used by the masses. The key is to keep your product as niche as possible. Why do you ask? Because of the existing apps we mentioned earlier, your competition will notice any fast-selling product online. But the good news is that this competition is focused on fast-selling products only for quick profits. And our strategy diverges from this approach. Instead, we seek products that sell slower but steady and targeting a specific smaller group of customers. Our goal isn't just to create a product, but we want to establish a brand that specializes in a specific product line tailored to a particular client. The narrower you can define your target audience, the easier it becomes to effectively market them through advertising. Additionally, it's also wise to avoid overly complicated products such as high-tech or electronic devices, or items prone to easy breakage. Bulky and heavy products, cosmetics, healthcare products. When selecting your first product, consider a selling price of minimum $60. Because in the initial stage, generating a steady cash flow is crucial for business growth, and selling higher priced items will provide you a bigger cash flow needed to expand your product line. As a bonus, if you can source your product locally or it has diverse applications across different niches, you're on the right tracks to success. When it comes to selecting a product, profitability is a top priority. To calculate your potential profit margin, you can use the following rule of thumb. Approximately 1/3 of the total selling price should be allocated to landed costs. Landed costs include expenses like manufacturing, shipping costs to the warehouse, custom duties, and packaging. Another 1/3 of the costs will typically go to Amazon, covering fees like fulfillment by Amazon, commissions, and storage costs. The remaining 1/3 or more should ideally be your profit margin, but aiming for a higher margin is always desirable. Amazon provides a useful tool called the FBA Profitability Calculator, which is available for free. This tool allows anyone to input product information and costs to determine how the numbers would play out, giving you a clear picture of the product profitability. Amazon Revenue Calculator you can just find when you enter this in Google. It's probably the first link that you will show up. Everybody can just use this. You just continue as a guest. Here you will have to enter the product you want to sell. Let's say we want to sell baseball bats. Put baseball bats here and we can find this product through this box, but I would actually recommend searching on Amazon.com. So we search here baseball bat. Let's say we want to sell aluminum baseball bat, and what we need is the ASIN code. The ASIN code is a code that every product on Amazon gets, and you can find it here in the hyperlink, but you can also find it if you scroll down and you can see it in additional information. So we're gonna copy this and we're gonna put it in this box, and Amazon is gonna show all the numbers, all the Amazon fees for this particular product. So how can you know how much a product on Amazon really sells without using any of the before mentioned apps? Understanding the current sales volume on Amazon is a valuable insight for sellers. And it can be done very easily with the 666 method. The 666 method is my own patent pending method that shows in a few clicks how many products a certain seller has in stock. This method is only for people who are following my channels. So if you're not following this channel yet, please do it now. So with this method, you place 666 units of a certain product in your cart. In most cases, the seller will have less than 666 units in stock. And that's also the number that Amazon will show how much there's available. So by checking this stock status over a couple of days, you can gain a rough idea of how much units of this product are being sold. However, it's important to note that this number isn't always accurate. There could be variations in timing, seller restocking, or other factors like seasonality that can affect this outcome. Still, it can provide a general sense of a product's sales activity. So to sum things up, try to find a product in your daily life. Use Amazon as a tool for market research and potential product improvements. Find a product in a deep niche, selling slow but steady, and try to break down the product costs before spending energy in sourcing the product. And as a bonus for subscribers, figure out how any product sells on Amazon by using the 666 method.